A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Sacramento, California. As the political landscape shifts with Donald Trump's return to the presidency, California Governor Gavin Newsom has taken the initiative to safeguard the state's progressive values. On Monday, Newsom convened a special session of the state legislature aimed at fortifying California's legal and political stance against anticipated federal challenges. With a strong Democratic majority in both chambers, the governor is rallying his allies to prepare for a robust defense of state policies that could come under fire from the incoming Trump administration. The session kicked off with Democratic Assemblymember Jesse Gabriel introducing legislation to allocate $25 million to the Attorney General's office. This funding is intended for legal battles against potential attacks on California's policies regarding civil rights, climate change, immigration, and abortion access. While we always hope to collaborate with our federal partners, California will be ready to vigorously defend our interests and values from any unlawful action by the incoming Trump administration, said Gabriel. Newsom, a vocal critic of Trump, emphasized the importance of being prepared. "We're not going to be caught flat-footed," he stated, recalling that California sued the first Trump administration over 120 times, achieving varying degrees of success. The governor's stance reflects a commitment to resist what he perceives as a conservative agenda that threatens the state's progressive initiatives. Trump has often characterized California as emblematic of what he views as wrong with America, targeting its policies on immigration and environmental regulations. The state, which boasts a nearly 2-to-1 advantage in registered Democrats over Republicans, is poised to be a frontline battleground in the ongoing political struggle. As the special session commenced, demonstrators gathered outside the Capitol, advocating for the protection of immigrant rights and opposing Trump's mass deportation plans. Protesters carried banners with slogans such as "Not 1 cent for mass deportation" and "MAGA out of California," highlighting the urgency of their message. With the results of the presidential election, we need our state elected officials to use every tool and every resource they have available to them to protect our immigrant Californians, said protester Deborah Lee. In response to the anticipated challenges from the Trump administration, California Attorney General Rob Bonta reaffirmed his office's commitment to protecting the state's immigrant population. Moreover, Newsom has proposed reviving a rebate program for electric vehicle purchases should the federal government eliminate existing tax credits, and he is exploring the creation of a disaster relief fund to address the state's wildfire vulnerabilities. Bonta also introduced legislation aimed at strengthening reproductive rights in California, allowing the Attorney General to impose monetary penalties on local governments that infringe upon those rights. This move is part of a broader strategy to safeguard abortion access in the wake of the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Republican lawmakers have criticized Newsom's approach, claiming that collaboration with the Trump administration would be more beneficial. Representative Vince Fong expressed concern that Newsom's actions do not align with the views of many Californians who are dissatisfied with the direction of the state and the country. Gavin Newsom's actions are tone-deaf to the concerns of Californians who disapprove of the direction of our state and country, Fong stated in a social media video. As the year unfolds, California legislators will deliberate on measures to protect various laws expected to be targeted by the Trump administration. These include policies that have established California as a sanctuary for individuals seeking abortions from states with restrictive laws. The state has also set ambitious environmental goals, including a mandate that all new cars sold by 2035 be electric or hydrogen-powered. Despite facing a projected $2 billion budget deficit next year, Newsom and his allies are determined to position California as a leader in progressive policies, often at odds with federal initiatives. The state spent approximately $42 million on litigation costs during Trump's first presidency, and lawmakers are keen to ensure that funding is secured in advance of Trump's inauguration on January 20th. Gabriel, who previously sued the Trump administration over immigration policies, believes that securing this funding now is a prudent investment. California has successfully reclaimed funds in the past after winning lawsuits against federal actions, including a notable victory that forced the federal government to return $850,000 related to the 2020 census citizenship question. We are positioned, if necessary, to be the tip of the spear of the resistance and to push back against any unlawful or unconstitutional actions by the Trump administration, Gabriel declared, emphasizing the state's readiness to defend its values. As Trump prepares for a potentially more aggressive second term, California's leaders are gearing up for a renewed battle over the future of the state's policies. With the specter of conservative agendas looming, Newsom's administration is making it clear that California will not back down in its pursuit of progressive ideals, setting the stage for a significant political clash in the years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.